Morning students, today we are going to start the chapter motion in a straight line. So first we have to know what is kinematics. Kinematics is the branch of physics which deals with the motion of an moving object. So kine means motion and matics means maths. So in this chapter we are going to discuss about the motion in one dimension. Motion in one dimension means linear motion or rectilinear motion. Okay. So there are some variables in this chapter. The variables are distance, displacement, velocity, acceleration, speed, and jerk. We will discuss about them in one by one. So first what is distance and what is the displacement? So the definition of distance is the length of actual path covered by a body in a time interval is called distance. Suppose you have started from point A and you covered 3 meter distance in each direction, 3 meter distance in each direction, and 4 meter distance in west direction, north direction. So your distance will be 3 meter plus 4 meter, that means equals to 7 meter. Now if you okay, now if you cover the same distance in a straight line, then again also your distance will be 3 meters. Suppose you have covered 3 meter in the x direction and 4 meter again, then again 4 meter in the same direction. So again then this is your A, this is your B. Okay, then again your distance will be 3 plus 4 is equals to 7 meters. So that means this distance does not depends on the direction. Okay, you can cover the path in any direction. So distance, so that means distance is a scalar quantity because it does not depends on the direction. So what is displacement? Displacement is the shortest distance between initial displacement is the shortest distance between initial position and the final point. Initial point and final point. Suppose you have started from point A up and you cover 3 meter distance in each direction and then 4 meter distance in north direction. So this is your point B. So which one is your displacement? This AB length is your displacement because this is the shortest distance. Always remember this. Always remember that shortest distance is always a straight line. So AB distance is equals to how much? AB distance is equals to root over of 3 square plus 4 square. Because this is a triangle, AB is equals to root over 3 square plus 4 square. 3 square plus 4 square is equals to 5. So your displacement is equals to 5 meter. But if you cover the same distance in a straight line, suppose you started from here, started from point A, you cover 3 meter distance in each direction, then again you covered 4 meter distance in the same direction, then your displacement will be, displacement is the shortest distance between A and B. So distance between A and B is equal to how much? 3 plus 4 is equals to 7 meter. Now in the previous case your displacement was 5 meter, but here your displacement is 7 meter. That means displacement depends on path. Okay, so that means displacement is a vector quantity. So here you have 2 points, point A and point B. This is your point A, this is your point B. There are three paths from point A to point B: path 1, path 2 and path 3. Now you have to tell me which one is the distance and which path is your displacement. So clearly you can see that path 2 is your displacement. This path 2 is your displacement because this is the shortest distance. This is the shortest distance. So path 2 is your displacement. So which one is your distance? All the three paths is your distance. The path 1 is your distance, path 2 is your distance, and path 3 is also your distance. But only path 2 is your displacement. So from here you can conclude one thing, that distance is always greater than or equals to displacement. Displacement is either greater than or equals to displacement. Why? Look, in the path 2 is your distance as well as displacement. So here distance is equals to displacement, but you can clearly see path 1 is greater than path 2. So but your path 1 is your the path 1 is your distance, but path 2 is your displacement. So here you can say that distance is greater than displacement. Similarly, path 3 is greater than path 2, but path 3 is your distance, but path 2 is your displacement. So here you can say that distance is greater than displacement. So from this example we can say that distance is either greater than displacement or equals to displacement. Okay. Okay. Okay, now we will solve some numericals based on this concept, distance and displacement. Okay, the question is find the ratio of distance to displacement in the following diagram. So we have to find out that. So suppose you have started from point A, this is your point A and this is your point B. Suppose you have started from point A and you covered this much distance. Okay, now okay, so you covered half of this semicircle and the radius of the semicircle is given r. The radius of the circle is given r. So you have to find out the ratio of distance to displacement. So which one is your distance? Clearly this much length, this curved path is your distance. But which one is your displacement? This displacement your this much length. This length is your displacement. Okay. So clearly displacement is equal to how much? If radius is r, so displacement, this straight line from A to B, this much length will be 2r. So the displacement is equals to 2r. And distance is equals to how much? This much length is how much? So this is the half of this semicircle. So you know that half of the perimeter of this circle. So you know that the perimeter of a circle is 2 pi r. Since the radius is given 2 pi r, so your perimeter, this much length is 2 pi r divided by 2. So this much length is half of the perimeter of half of this half of this circle is pi r. So this distance is equals to pi r and displacement equals to 2r. So distance is to displacement will be how much? Pi r divided by 2r. So r will cut, that means your answer is pi by 2. Pi by 2 is your answer. Okay. So distance is pi r, displacement is 2r. So pi r will cut, so pi by 2 is your answer. So next question is that consider a cube where distance of a B is shown in the figure. Find the shortest distance between A and B. Okay, so suppose, okay, so this is your cube. The length of each arm is A. This length is A, this length is again A, this length is A, this length is also A, this length is also A. Length of each arm is A. Now the this fly started from this position, okay, from A, then it covers A distance in X direction, then this much length is A, then it covers again A distance in negative Z direction, then it covers A distance in positive Y direction. Okay, now we have to find out the displacement. So clearly point A is our initial position, point B is our final position. So this much length from A to B, this diagonal length from A to B, this is our displacement. So we have to find out the displacement. So if you know the formula of a formula for diagonal of a cube, this is actually root of 3a, root of 3 into a length of 1 arm, root of 3a, or you can calculate it in vector form. Okay, how to we will use the concept of vector here. So suppose how to solve this one in vector form. Suppose the coordinates of point A is 0 0 0. That means coordinates is 0 I hat plus 0 j hat plus 0 k hat. So what will be the coordinates of point B? So look, if you want to go from point A to point B, first you have to cover A distance in X direction. So coordinates of point B is A into in the X direction, that means A I hat plus or minus, I don't know. Now from this point you have to go again A distance in negative Z direction, the inner side of this page or this mobile screen is negative z direction. So then so you have to go a distance in negative z direction. So that means minus a k hat plus. Then from here you have to go again a distance in positive y direction. That means plus a k hat or k cat k hat or k cap. So finally the coordinates of point B is a I hat plus a j hat minus a k hat. Okay. So AB is equals to, you have to just subtract B minus A. So A minus 0 I hat plus A minus 0 Z hat plus A minus 0 K hat. So coordinates of AB is equals to A I hat plus A J hat plus A K hat. The same as B. Why? Because coordinates of A is how much? 0 0 0. So that's why coordinates of AB is equals to A I hat plus A J hat minus A K hat. Now you have to find out the, so we have so we found out that the coordinates of AB, this now the in vector form, but we have to find out the amplitude. So I have to find out the amplitude. Mod of AB is equals to root over of a square plus a square plus this one will be minus of a square. Okay, so that means a square plus a square plus a square, that means 3a square. So a will come out, so root of 3a. So this much length AB is equals to, this length of this diagonal AB is equals to root of 3a. Now the next question is that a particle covers 1/4 of circle. Find out the displacement of the particle. So suppose a particle covered 1/4 of a circle. So suppose a particle starts from point A and it covers 1/4 distance, that means this much distance. Now we have to find out the displacement. So we know that displacement is always the shortest distance. So that means our displacement will be a straight line from point A to B. This much length we have to find out. This is our displacement. So I have to find out what is the value of this much length. The radius of this circle is given r. So suppose O is the center of the circle. So from O to a point A, this will be your radius r. Again from O to B, this will be again your radius r. So AB length is equals to root over of r square plus r square. That means root over 2r square. Okay. So r will come out. So root 2 into r. Okay. So displacement is root 2r. Okay. So now. Okay, so this will be your homework. This question will be your homework. Okay, now skip this one for now. Okay, so the next question is, a wheel of radius r is rolling on a road. What will be the displacement of a point P in half rotating of the point P in half rotating of wheel on road? Suppose this is your road, this is your point P, correct? Now if this wheel half rotates, then the point P will come out, come in this point P will come in the upper portion. Okay, so this point P will come here, correct or not? Suppose this is a P prime. If this wheel half rotates, then in P prime, so it will rotate and the P prime will be come here in the upper portion. So this distance from P prime is your displacement. Okay, you have to find out this distance P prime distance. Okay, suppose now we have to suppose I am naming this point as O. Now we have to find out the PO distance. Okay, first we will find out the P prime O distance. This distance is how much? If radius of the circle is r, this PO distance will be 2r, correct? Now this P prime O distance will be 2r. This much length will be 2r. This length is 2r. Now what is the value of PO? The value of PO will be how much? So look, if the P Now if this wheel half rotates, then it will cover half of this half of this half of its perimeter, correct or not? It will cover this much length from P to, suppose this I'm naming this point as O prime, P O length. So this is the half of the perimeter. So half of the perimeter is equals to, you know that perimeter of a circle is 2 pi r, so half of the perimeter will be pi r. Okay, so now we already find out PO is equals to pi r and P prime O is equals to 2r. So P prime will be how much? P prime will be root over of pi r square, pi whole square plus 2r whole square, correct? So perimeter P prime is equals to 2r square plus pi r square. So 4r square plus pi square r square, if you take common r square, so 4 plus pi square will remain. So P prime is equals to r into 4 root over of 4 plus pi square. So this is your final displacement. So displacement is equals to this much. So in this way you have to solve the questions. So thank you for today.